Pan's head's gonna go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. Behind me, you can clearly see I'm at a Harbor Freight store right here in the USA. I'm here with my friend Brian from FAB Automotive Detailing. How are you, Brian?
Very good.
So he's a regular customer of this store. We're going to do a full tour, show you all the cool detailing stuff, so the products, the tools, the equipment that you can purchase, but any other stuff, because Brian was a car mechanic for over 20 years.
Yep.
So lots of experience. So what other cool stuff do we have in there? We're going to do a tour of the aisles and give you guys some pointers. So why don't you come with us? Let's step right in. An exciting one today. It is my first time right here in a Harbor Freight store. So we're in Omaha in the USA, and this is a crowd favorite from my understanding. And I have Brian here from FAB Automotive Detailing. Brian?
Glad you had me.
I call him my brother from another mother. It's good that we get to film this video together. We've
Yeah.
done collabs in the past on my channel. I'll leave those linked in the description under the video. So Brian does awesome detailing videos, but he also has a background as a car mechanic for 20 years, right? You
Yeah,
said?
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of experience. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the aisles here in the store. We're going to first start with the detailing section that's right here next to us, kind of see what they have available, if there's any cool pickups that you guys might have, and note that, well, you love Harbor Freight. I'm hearing that you're here twice a week.
About twice a week, and the list is very long if you go up how much stuff I've bought from Harbor Freight.
So we're going to have some deep insight. And another cool thing I want him to do for anybody out there who wants to start tinkering with their vehicle, Brian, so it can get overwhelming. Which tools do you buy if you want not only doing detailing, but stuff with mechanical work? So where do you start? What tools you get? I see many brands that I've never heard of or seen her before. So I'm kind of going to rely on you to bring us around and show us. So here, let's start right away. By the way, any links to the cool stuff, I'll leave in the description under the video, by the way, for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy this tour. So Harbor Freight, what do we see? I see some polishers here to start off.
Yep, starting off with the polishers, dual action polishers. You have rotaries also. You have the more economy line, which is going to be this kind of like your quarter cable.
So that's Bauer? Okay.
Yep, that's Bauer. That's a Bauer brand.
Yep.
But then you move up to the dual actions, which is what we're used to doing right now.
And they look quite similar to what we're already used to, right?
And look at the price. It's $80.
Yes. Did you ever use
I have not used it, but I know people that have used it and they love it.
Okay.
They say it's a great machine. I have not used it.
By the way, guys, drop some comments in the comment section. If you guys have used anything that you highly recommend, my viewer's opinion always counts, and there's other people reading the comments. So let your experience shine through and give us your recommendations.
Then they have your normal, remember these from a long time ago?
Absolutely.
This is how we used to wax cars.
Yep, those big buffers.
Those buffers. Yeah, put a wool pad or something on it. We buff the car with it.
So is the principal of Harbor Freight more entry level in terms of price, or like what kind of store is this compared to like an AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts?
They're kind of different. This is more of a tool store, not an auto parts store.
Got it.
So you're going to get the more entry level tools, the tools that aren't going to kill your wallet.
Okay.
Here's what you're going to get. A lot of it is very good value. Some stuff you want to stay away from, but other than that, I mean, this is all value stuff, like a value store.
Okay.
For tools. Yeah.
So for detailing chemicals, this is not necessarily where you're going to find them most.
No, not at all. In fact, as you see, majority of it's Meguiar's.
It's only Meguiar's.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And they have, of course, your favorite Stoner's Invisible Glass.
Yeah, look at that.
You can't look over that.
This is one of the best cleaners on the market. This really works well. And not only for glass, but I found that this, for anything in the home like mirrors, chrome, faucets, all that kind of stuff, you can do a lot of things with this. They have plastics that I see here.
Plastics, black trim restorers.
Plastic restoration.
Yep.
They have the traditional Ultimate Series compound. Their polish is also good in this line.
And you can't forget the one. This is a pretty big video on
that
your
went
channel.
viral, in 2018. The hybrid ceramic spray wax. So they also have the quick detailer from Meguiar's. This is the green bottle. So this is the base layer, 4 to 6 months of protection typically. You can apply this on dry or as a spray on rinse off paint protection. And you have this one for maintenance, the ceramic detailer. A lot of people like this one.
Very controversial product.
Yes, back in the day. But they started the spray on rinse off kind of thing, right?
Yep, I have used both of those. And then up here, just very minor tools. Obviously, like this. This would be if you have just a garden hose.
Spray gun.
It's not a foam gun or anything like that, but they do offer foam guns here.
They have kind of grit guards.
Yep, and that's actually a pretty decent grit guard, actually. I have a video on that on my channel.
So microfiber applicators.
And they're microfibers. They have a new microfiber. You guys, they're sold out. That's how good they are, actually.
These ones here, okay.
Yeah, they're sold out. Those are good, plush microfiber towels.
This one is Grant's.
Yep. They're sold out on, but then you have your typical, those are very good glass towels. I have used those.
Okay.
Those are good glass towels. But yeah.
So
this is more of your entry level.
Yeah, they have a few swabs there for the interior.
The people that wash their cars, on the weekends, and that's about it.
Oh, they have the Hyper Wash. So this, I'm being told by many viewers, I haven't tested this yet, but a very good car shampoo that many like out there.
And they have a foaming sprayer. for your garden hose right next
Yes,
to it.
yes. They have the Ultimate Wash and Wax shampoo as well. Another crowd favorite. What else do we see here? Oh yes, the Ultimate All-Wheel Cleaner with a bit of iron removing technology in it. I have a full review on this.
See, and they have
so they have
what
some
you,
decent stuff.
they have
yeah.
what you need. You got wheel and tire cleaners, you got tire shine, you got your soap, you've got your compounds.
Yes.
You got your waxes. I mean, you can detail
Interior
your entire car with
detailers, yep.
everything that's here.
Leather protection. Okay, that
And
makes
Gold
sense.
Class, that's a very famous car
Yes,
wash
absolutely.
right there.
Yep.
McGuire's Gold Class.
Another classic.
But there are other things here for detailing, which we can go take a look at that too.
So do
Some
they have-
pressure washer stuff.
I heard about pressure washers.
Yep,
Let's
yep.
go check
So
that out.
Let's go check that out.
Okay. So let's go next. We're going to go over the rest as well once
Yep.
we're done. But now we're focusing first on the car detailing stuff.
Because that's what this is all about anyways.
Yes. So they have pressure washers.
That's going to be this aisle right here.
So ideally, guys, for you've heard me say it, but if you're new to the channel, for washing cars, you don't want to go really above 2,000 psi because that's when you can start doing some damage, especially on older cars or paint that's flaking sometimes.
Right.
That can be very abrasive. So 2,000 psi or less. So the higher powered gas pressure washers like this at 2,300 psi, it's a bit too much, but they do have some at 2,000 psi
Yep.
for $200. Again, the Bauer line seems to be very popular. Comes with the quick disconnect type features. I like that. And a very entry-level Portland electric pressure washer.
Yeah, and then you can add accessories on, like we were just talking about.
Yes.
This handle right here. This is a new thing.
So my friend Josh from I'm Josh V actually reviewed this. So this is a pressure washer stubby spray gun. So it has the quick connect option here, and very simple.
Swivel.
And you said
It's a
there's a
swivel.
swiveling
It's a
option,
swivel
yes,
too,
in the
yep.
bottom. So it won't kink or twist your supply of water.
And it has cruise control, as I call it, cruise control.
Okay.
You can lock that trigger back because you
So
get
you
hand
lock it
fatigue.
back and you lock it with this.
Yeah, you lock it with that.
So you don't even have to hold the trigger anymore.
No, you don't have to, when you're constantly rinsing, and you kind of get some hand fatigue doing that. That's going to eliminate that.
And this they only sell for $25.
$24.99.
That's
Yeah.
super
And a lot of
expensive.
times you can get 20% off coupons
Okay.
on a lot of their stuff. Now they don't have their regular nozzles here. I'm not seeing them, but they do have the wands, the lance, I guess.
Yes.
lance.
Yep.
That can go on here, kind of like you guys are used to.
So an extension with a
Yep.
bend or a straight one, and you got your quick connects again
Yep.
to put your orifices in your
You
tips.
combine them together, make them longer if you want to for any job you have.
Okay.
Around the house or something like that.
And it can support up to 4,500 psi.
Yep. Yep.
So it's not necessarily, so they're inexpensive, but it doesn't mean that it's super cheap.
No,
So it
actually,
can still be decent quality.
Harbor Freight has come a long way in the last 5 years.
Okay.
Their quality has just gone through the roof. It's
Okay.
actually getting really good.
Okay.
Their quality is.
So you have a lot of stuff that you can purchase.
Yeah.
What else now would you recommend if we're looking? So that's it for detailing?
Well, you do have garden hoses and stuff.
Okay. Yep. So anybody who doesn't necessarily have a pressure washer but wants something
Yep.
decent, so you have of course, your trigger guns and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
You have your splitters. You have wands, of course, that you can use. How are these hoses? I don't know these brands.
I have not used Niagara's
Okay.
actually a good brand.
Okay. So
I have
see
not
some
used
Greenwood,
those though. I'm not sure about that yet.
3/4 inch. Yeah, traditional hoses, but at least
Yep.
you can get started. I mean,
Any of them that say like contractor grade are typically going to be a very good hose.
okay. So that's a good one.
Yep.
And now for somebody who wants to start tinkering with vehicles, where do they start? What do you recommend?
So just your average at-home person that works
Yep.
on their cars.
Wants to start changing their oil, their filters, or
Right.
spark plugs?
Their
that kind of
Icon
stuff?
line. Their Icon
Okay.
line is very good. It's professional grade tools.
Okay.
And I'll show you guys some of their Icon line.
So that's a
they have.
brand within
That's the
Harbor
brand.
Freight?
That is Harbor Freight's professional brand. I
Okay.
guess, for like the pros.
Okay.
But they're not just for pros.
Okay.
I mean, the prices are so good.
Because you were telling me this is very popular, right?
This is very, very popular.
And for a mechanic, that you probably had the snap-ons and all the high-quality
Yes.
stuff?
And they're kind of mimicking Snap-on in
Okay.
a way.
Okay.
Because these look just like Snap-on's pliers, the same grips, they feel the same. I mean, they have all the specialty type pliers.
Yeah.
Your parrot nose pliers. They have your regular diagonal cutters, your needle nose.
They look well made.
They're
Like,
very,
you feel,
they're very
would you
well
feel
made.
comfortable
Yeah,
recommending
absolutely.
these? Oh, yeah.
I own a lot of Icon tools.
Okay.
So I have zero issue at all
Okay.
recommending Icon's tools.
And what should they get? Like, I'm looking at this wall and I'm overwhelmed. Where do you even
So
start?
I think that if you're just a person that likes to work on their own car, anything, your Icon, your Quinn, your Doyle is good. Your Pittsburgh is your entry level.
Okay.
So the absolute cheapest, and to be honest with you, it may break the first time you use it.
Okay.
That's the way that they were forever, and
Okay.
that's how they still are. But they have really stepped their game up on their tools.
And so the brand is one thing, but let's say now you're set on, let me check out the Icon line. What kind of tools in the Icon line would you start purchasing?
Ratchets, wrenches, and we can
Okay.
go check those out here
Okay. Yep.
because their ratchets are one of my favorite things in the Icon line.
Okay.
Once again, a lot like Snap-on. They're very well made. The teeth are really fine. but you have so many different options of ratchets.
Okay.
So you have longer ratchets, shorters. You have what's called a flex head, where you can take the head and you can actually move the head around.
Yes.
Those are called flex head ratchets.
Yes.
You got your 1/2 inch, 3/8, 1/4 inch ratchets.
So do you need many of those, or?
Yeah. Well, I own about 60 ratchets
Okay.
as a professional mechanic, which is
Okay.
crazy.
Yes.
But I also had tools at home and at my shop.
Okay.
But they also have gold ones. There's a gold ratchet.
Look at that. Special edition.
Yeah. Special edition.
So you can geek out as much as
Yep.
you want.
And I will tell you, and I've mentioned this on my channel a couple times, and people have bought it because of me, and they said, I'm so glad you mentioned this Icon knife is an unbelievable knife. It's got a ceramic bearing in it. I carry it every single day.
Look at
on
that.
me.
You-
This is it.
you have it on
It's
you.
always on me.
Okay.
And they are almost impossible to find. I'm surprised they have one.
And
because they're
what,
so
what does
hard to
the
find.
ceramic bearing make
It just makes it smoother when you
Okay,
open
when you're
it.
opening?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, makes it smoother. But man, it keeps its blade.
Wow.
It stays nice, stays sharp. It's
Okay.
a very, very good knife.
So you would need ratchets in your kit. What else would you need in
Ratchets,
your kit?
obviously, if you have a ratchet, you need sockets.
Okay.
They have tons of sockets, you guys. You want to
Okay.
go that way?
Yep.
Yep, let's just go that way. Oh, well, they do have okay, yeah, that's right. So these are kits. This is going to be everything that you need.
Ah.
So this Icon kit is going to come with socket. Of course, they have a look where they put the sticker. But you have all your extensions, your sockets, and you have your ratchets already in here. So this does the whole job for you. And if you think about it, the price, $150 for all that. That's a heck
So
of
you
a
get
deal.
everything you want.
And it comes in the blow molded case, which is
Okay.
great.
Yep.
But then they have the cheaper versions, like this one's 65.
So
and
that's
it's
the
gonna,
Pittsburgh we were talking
yep,
about.
Yep. And it's going to come with sockets and everything
We
also.
can show.
Yep.
Okay.
And then they have their Quinn lines. I mean, they have multiple different lines.
So is this like entry level,
Cheapest.
mid, best,
Yes, best.
kind of thing?
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly what it is. And then they have like your big specialty stuff.
Yes.
So your master socket set, it's going to have your big sockets in it. It's all 1/2 inch drive.
Okay.
So yeah, that type of thing.
So ratchets, sockets,
Yeah.
kits,
Then
obviously.
you need wrenches.
What else?
Wrenches.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Let's go see that.
Let's check out these wrenches.
I see a bunch of cool toolboxes too.
Yep. We'll check out the toolbox here in just a
So
minute.
as you said, this is obviously a tool store.
Yeah.
So quite impressive. In Canada, we have something we call Canadian Tire, but it's more of an auto parts store with products. There's things sometimes you'll get like Home Depot that you
Yeah.
guys have as well, but Harbor Freight we do not have. So this is first for me. At least in Quebec where I live, we don't have these stores.
So if you stop right here, here's the wrenches.
Okay.
So you have a bunch of different styles. I mean, look at some of them. But these are made so you can get in different areas.
Yeah.
But the average person working on their car, you just need a good set of straight wrenches. That's all
Okay,
you really need.
straight.
That's going to be your 6mm through 19mm. It's every size that you're ever going to need right there.
But we always show these on
Very
the
high
cam.
quality. And you know the great thing about these right there?
Lifetime guarantee.
All you have to do, if something happens to it, you bring it in here, they give you another one.
And is that true? Have you ever
Yes,
experienced that
yes,
kind of
yes.
so
I've had
you
warranties.
literally
I've
come.
warranted, yes.
Okay.
When I first became a mechanic, I bought a lot of Harbor Freight ratchets and stuff like that. And back then they weren't the greatest, the ratchets. And I broke teeth off, brought them in here, and they just gave me a new one. Didn't ask a question. Just gave me a new
So
one. Just brought
it's
the
nice
old
to
one
see that they
back.
actually honor
Yes,
what's on the
yes,
label.
they'd absolutely honor it.
Okay.
yeah.
So we got the wrench.
But look
What
how
else?
many wrenches they have.
Yeah, that's insane. That's why for me, like who's not an auto mechanic, I look at all this and I freak out.
Yeah.
So if you get a kit like that and then a kit with the socket and the wrench over there,
Yep.
you're well off.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, and you need screwdrivers, I guess. You
Okay.
know, your flatheads, your Phillips heads.
Do they have those?
They do.
At Harbor Freight? Okay.
Let's find them here really
Okay,
quick.
let's go
Yeah,
have a
right here,
look.
right here, right there. This is a whole set of everything. This is your flatheads, your Phillips heads. Everything comes in that one set, right there.
And again, in a nice, cool storage
Yep.
box.
The cool thing about the way they designed it, so you can take that out and you can lay that in your toolbox.
Yes.
That's it. They're
And
not
you're
going
ready
to roll
to
around
go.
your drawer everywhere. Yeah.
So you have the
yeah.
organization built
Yep.
in. Oh, that's
And they
really
did that
nice.
with all of their tools that come in the blow molded cases.
Yep.
You can take the tops of the cases off. You can set them in your toolbox.
Okay.
So it always has a place to live. They have dies, taps and die kits in case you have stripped threads or a bolt that has stripped threads on it. That's what you use.
So
And that's in the Icon line.
okay.
But if you notice, they also have the Pittsburgh line also. I have used these. They work okay.
I have to admit that the Icon stuff for now looks very professional-ish.
Yeah.
So that's
It's
that's
very
nice.
professional.
And the price, I mean,
Yeah.
this is very competitive.
Yeah. So that kit right there is about $200 from Snap-on.
So
Off
that
the
was my
tool
next
truck,
question.
yeah.
If we were to compare like the kits we saw, how much more expensive?
So the
are
wrenches were
Pro?
150. Is
Yeah.
that what they were?
Yeah.
About 800 on Snap-on.
So big difference.
Yeah, massive.
Okay.
And I compare to Snap-on, you guys, because that is kind of what they're going after. And in all their flyers, they always compare their tools to Snap-on tools. That's what they always compare it to. So
That
that's
makes
why I'm
sense.
comparing to Snap-on.
Okay. For those wondering, yeah.
Their new ball joint tool, which I just put a video out on, it's $200 here in the store.
Okay.
It's $850 on Snap-on truck.
Wow.
And they're identical.
And
Is it the
Snap-on is obviously the brand that mechanics you think use the
Made
most.
they're made in the USA. Now, is
Okay.
it a higher quality metal? Maybe. I can't tell you 100% because I don't make it. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But Snap-on is the most well-known
It's a classic.
brand
Yeah.
in the United States and probably worldwide.
Yeah, even in
honestly.
Canada, we know about
Yeah, yeah,
Snap-on.
yeah.
My brother, who used to study in auto mechanic and also did a bit of body shop work, Snap-on was the
Yeah.
thing that he wanted
Yeah.
as well.
And then when
Just
you
to
have
test.
all your tools, like I love these also. These are all your Allen wrenches. They're T handles.
What do you do with this?
So they're Allens. So you have an Allen screw that has an Allen head on it. There's just
Okay.
different sizes in there.
Okay.
And it's a T handle, so you can actually put this end in, so you have leverage,
Yes.
or you can just use this and you just have it as a T. Just makes it nice and easy.
And once
to
again, with that
remove.
organizing.
Yeah, once
kind of
again,
tray
yeah,
there.
very. And if you have organized tools like that, you need something to put them in, right?
Yes.
So we need to. They have tool carts. They have tool chests.
Yep.
Just depends on what you're wanting.
Okay.
And we'll keep on going down. They just
I
released.
see here, by the way, while we're here, these are kinds of things that we can use
Yes,
in detailing.
I
as
actually
well.
have
So
that exact one.
The aluminum platforms. I have a Gorilla ladder
Yep,
at home.
yep.
But I mean, this is the kind of thing that will allow you
Yours is
to clean
like
the
that.
higher vehicles. Yes, the longer one.
Yep.
Yeah, 40-inch platform.
Yep.
I love that.
I have that exact one at my house. I use it every time I'm doing a truck or something.
So
Heat
see
done.
this one here,
Yep.
this is a much wider platform,
Yep.
so you can actually stand and walk on it. You can do the taller trucks, the SUVs, because
what-
even us,
what's a
we're
grill
tall
ladder
guys,
cost?
but in Canada, I think mine was 150
This is
Canadian,
$55.
so maybe $100 US. So it's half price.
Yeah, so it's half the
that's-
price of what you would be
Wow.
used to.
Just put those back. Okay, very nice.
Yep. But they have tool carts. This is going to be, just
Yeah.
put your tools on if you want to put your tools on.
Like you can put your polishers, some equipment, your pads, other stuff down here, your pump sprayers, whatnot. That's
Yep.
pretty nice, actually.
Yep.
You seem to be, you seem very at home.
I know where everything's at in the store.
A happy man, I can tell.
And I've never been in this specific store, but I know where everything's at in the store. So this is their new tool carts.
Okay.
This is their Series 3. This is the newest toolboxes that they sell.
US General.
Yep. And you actually pull this lock over and open it.
Okay.
So it's a locking drawer.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the
And I
Pull-
can for
pull
my
it that
left.
way.
Like this.
pull. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. And yeah, and it kind of shows you what kind of layout you could have.
An idea,
if you
yeah.
had an idea how big the drawer actually is.
But I'm sure they have even better than this,
Yeah,
right?
yes, they do. The icon line is
Once
very,
again-
very well done.
Okay.
And you can actually see the price difference, and that price difference is accurate because I actually have it on display up here. The icon box right here,
Oh, yeah.
very well made, professional grade box.
You can tell it's much sturdier
Yes.
already. This.
Yes.
It doesn't flex as much. That's nice.
And one of the cool things about this that people don't think about, they deliver it for free if you buy it.
Look at if the camera woman can come and have a look. Look at this. Look at the interior. So they show you how you can have all this
Yeah.
organized. And when you buy the kits, the icon, they come with this already. So you just have to
Yes.
lay them down.
Set 'em in there.
And you're good to go.
Yep. So that's just makes organization so much easier,
Yes.
which is what you're all about.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what the channel.
But if you look at the price difference,
Yes. So you're looking at 2,500.
that's just for the bottom.
7,600.
That's
Okay.
just for the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah,
But if you want something that'll last forever, I guess
absolutely.
it's worthwhile.
And you can add the lockers. You don't have to put the lockers on it, but this is their best toolbox that they sell.
Do you know if Icon's made in the U.S.?
Most of their hand tools are made in Taiwan.
Okay.
As far as their boxes, I don't know that.
Okay.
I can't answer that.
So we got some American flags.
Yep.
Why not?
And
What
then
else?
here's your jacks. You got any jacks? You're working on your cars.
So yeah, I guess that's important for somebody who wants to start tinkering.
Yep, jacks, jack stands.
How do you, like I'm seeing all this now, how do you pick a good jack stand? How do you know?
So it depends on what you're working on. These are made to be light. They're easy to carry if you're taking it out somewhere.
Okay.
Say you have to take it portable, you got to take it to somebody's house. You can pick it up, no problem. Just set it in your truck. These are not as easy to pick up.
Okay.
These are heavier duty though. They will hold more weight.
Okay.
But then you have, notice this low profile
Yes.
here
For the lower cars that
yep,
we have,
and
sports
it-
cars.
This has a longer reach. This one's a lot shorter than this one.
Okay.
So it just depends on what you're actually looking for.
So if you have, like, let's say my previous 911 Turbo S
Yep.
sports car, you
would
want
have to have
something low
very
profile?
low. Yes.
And a very low? Okay.
yes. In fact, that one may not even be low enough.
So if you have a big heavy truck, then you're going to want to go into something that can lift more
Yes.
weight, obviously.
Yep. Yep.
And how do the ratings work on this? Like I see here, 3 ton.
Yep.
Is that the rating?
Yes, that's the rating.
Okay.
And that's going to be 3. So it's going to be 3 tons on the jack. So it doesn't mean the car has to be less than 3 tons.
Okay.
So like a 6-ton jack,
Yep.
if it's lifting like my camper, because I have jacks for my camper, I just need to have one in the corner on all corners. That corner's not, it doesn't weigh 6 tons.
Okay.
But you always want to go, the rating needs to be higher.
So is there a traditional rating that you're good for the majority?
3 ton is your average, is your normal.
Okay.
That is your industry standard, I should say. It's
Okay.
3 ton
That's what I
jacks.
wanted to know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And is there
then they have this
anyone
cool Badland?
that you know that the quality is better than others? Yeah, that looks nice.
It's
eh?
an off-road
Badland.
jack.
Okay.
Yep. The Daytonas are their best jacks.
So this is the best that they have.
This is the best that they have, absolutely.
And are they actually good?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
We had one at the shop I worked at, the yellow. They don't have yellow anymore. Ours was a yellow.
So a good 3-ton like this, Daytona, and it's low profile, they'd be good for a lot of jobs.
Yep. I mean, look at the paint. Look at this paint.
Yes.
It's metallic.
Yeah.
Just
like a car finish, yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that's
and
nice.
the purple's metallic. I mean, it's very cool what they've done.
Yeah.
To just, grab people's attention,
Even
grab
the
my
wheels,
attention.
it's like if they have rims on the wheels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So what else are we looking at?
Well, this aisle here, you got jump starters.
Yeah, for batteries?
Batteries,
Could be
yep.
good, yep.
Battery tenders, in case you don't drive your car a lot.
Okay.
Battery tenders, they're very good. I actually have multiple of these right here, this exact one.
So when you're saying, because this happens often, many viewers out there might have cars that they're not driving during the winter, so it's more a summer car. Do these actually, what do they do to the battery? They trickle charge?
What it does is it gets the battery to full charge, and then it maintains it at full charge.
Okay.
All the time.
And that's what you want?
That's what you want.
Okay.
To keep it at full charge, and it shuts off. And if the battery starts to drop just a little bit, it turns right back on and brings it right back up to full charge.
And this does not damage a battery?
No, not at all.
I'm
It's
always
actually,
worried.
this is great for your battery.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
So they
something that
call
you
those float chargers?
want. Yeah, maintainers.
Battery
maintainer,
Okay.
yeah.
That makes sense. So jumper
I need to
cables,
clear my
obviously.
throat really quick.
So what else do we
I
have,
would
Brian?
say one of the biggest things they sell is right there.
I see that. That's mobile detailers.
Yes.
They love those. So the Predator, these are generators.
Yes.
And fuel gas powered
So you have
Crank
gas
start,
and
yep.
propane.
and propane.
It just depends on what model you buy. This one's going to be propane because it has the propane right here.
So the difference, I guess, like the 5,000 compared to this one here, the
3,500.
35,
Yep.
is the power that they generate,
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. So you just fuel them up and good to go.
Yep.
There's an exhaust usually on these, no? Because I see them
Yep.
pulling them out of their mobile trucks.
Their exhaust is right here on the very back on this model.
Okay.
Right there.
So how good or bad, because some viewers sometimes have questions, is this actually, if you're pulling it out on that slide cart in the back of your truck, are you fuming the exhaust enough in the air so you're not intoxicating yourself?
You don't have to.
So you don't have to worry about that. Okay.
Not at all.
Is there any maintenance that you do for these?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the manual tells you. I don't remember. I have the Predator. I have this one right here, this inverter generator.
Okay.
It's really quiet. I have
Yep.
that exact model, and that thing runs my entire camper. AC, everything can run. Refrigerator, microwave, AC. That little thing runs it. I mean, that thing has been a champ for me.
So you're looking at ratings in watts? So
Yes.
is that what those, like this is a 5,000?
Yep.
3,500
so
watts?
This is 4,500 startup watts.
Okay.
A 3650 constant.
Okay.
Yep.
So depending on what equipment you're running,
Yep. You
wanna
got to
match
look at
it
your
up.
wattage, and it can't be over 4550 when it turns on.
Got it.
Yep.
And $679 for this, that's not too expensive?
No, it's very good price.
$599
No, this
for the
one.
small
This
guy?
no. This one's
No?
$12.99.
$12.99? I don't see the price.
Yeah, for some reason this one's $7.99. This is their newest version.
Okay. So this is the wrong tag.
Yeah, I think this one's $11.99 or $12.99. But look at this.
So if you see it for $5.99,
Doesn't this
just
remind
run
you of
with
a
it.
car? That's
Yeah,
how you start it.
Push start, yeah. That's super cool. And are they a good brand?
Yes, Predator's very good, very
Okay.
good generators.
Very nice. And of
This
course, you
is
got the big
this
boys.
is their newest, absolute newest, the 13,000.
13,000.
Yep.
In which scenario would you need something like
You
this?
run an entire house.
Okay, so you can do this.
You can run your entire house off.
Because I have a.
I don't know about yours. You probably have a lot of
Generac.
electronics.
I have a 24 kilowatt Generac, the biggest one
Yeah.
they make for the whole house. But mine is outside, so this is like a mobile kind of unit. So you could power your pretty much a lot of your house out of this.
Yep. So you can put it in your garage, and when something happens, power goes out, you just roll it right out,
Boom.
turn it
So
on.
this would be the equivalent of 13 kilowatts.
Yep.
Then if it's 13,000 watts.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah. Okay. What else do we have?
That's another thing about Harbor Freight. They're so popular, they sell out of stuff pretty quick.
Very quickly.
Yeah, very quick.
Yeah, the prices are super
But
competitive.
like this, there's an underhood light. You could use
Yes.
that for interiors.
Yep.
Yep.
So Icon again.
Yep. Icon.
Very nice. Yeah.
They have stand lights. You got your tripod lights
Yep.
for paint corrections.
Yep. And again, the price, I can't believe it. $79 for this.
Yeah.
$129 for that one.
4,500 lumens.
Wow.
And if you think about it, their paint light, I think it's $30,
Okay.
and it is a color match light.
So they got, yeah, it's overwhelming the amount of selection, even like Pelican case type things
Yep.
to carry or lock in your important things.
Another cool thing is they always have a clearance section. I love clearance sections.
Oh, I see here vacuums.
Yep.
Since we're detailing, so shop vac type wet and dry vacuums. Again, from Bauer seems to be one of their popular brands here, right?
I have not personally used these.
Okay.
So I can't speak to how good they are.
They
I've
seem-
seen them in shops though.
They seem well designed, and again, the price is what gets to me. So inexpensive. So if they work half well, see, this is a 14 gallon. This is a big boy.
Yep.
16 gallon here. So depending on your needs, once again.
Yeah, and the prices are just really good.
Pretty good,
And
yeah.
I think they have a battery powered one.
Oh,
See?
oh no, this is corded. Yeah.
Right here.
Replacement filters.
These are both battery powered
wow.
vacuums.
So if you have the Bauer ecosystem and you already
You
have
have the batteries, yeah, you're set
and you
to
don't want to
go.
lug any cords around, that's pretty sweet. This
Yep.
one is like a tool chest kind of thing.
Yeah, that one's kind of different.
You got some blowers. This one here, another wet and dry, but in a portable type format.
Yep.
Okay. So
And
a
they
lot
got
of selection.
fans. You do get hot a lot of
Yes,
times. You
yeah.
don't have air conditioning in your garage.
Absolutely.
Steamers. Here's your steamers. So this is
Yes.
kind of like a McCulloch kind of.
Yep. Steam cleaner.
Yep.
So if you want to have some hot vapor to disinfect or clean some
Right.
dirty carpets and
And
stuff like
$100.
that, $100. Yeah, that's super inexpensive.
Yep. That's a
not-
soda
okay.
blaster.
Soda
But they
blaster.
do have air
So
compressors.
like a media blaster type
Yep.
thing. Oh yeah,
Yep.
here.
But it's a portable
So they
version.
have air compressors.
right down here.
So is that good for somebody also who wants to start tinkering into mechanical
Mechanics,
stuff? Do you need
in
a,
mechanics, yes, but not really in detailing, because when you start hooking up a tornado or something like that,
Yeah.
it just runs the air right out of these tanks.
Yeah, yeah, you need a powerful
They
one.
run constantly.
I have tornado tools, but you need a
Yep.
pretty powerful. So as far as the mechanic goes, what kind of volume or capacity, like I'm seeing here, the PSI and the gallons, what is a
20
good starting point?
I would say 26 or higher.
26 gallons or
Gallon.
higher. Okay. So a guy like this.
Yep.
So it's still fairly big.
Yep.
So the small pancake ones won't do the job
No,
enough.
they'll constantly run.
Okay.
If you're using an impact, taking wheels or tires off,
So you need something powerful.
it's going to run constantly.
Are you a believer in battery tools? If you're looking at the
Yeah,
Milwaukee,
yes,
so
absolutely.
they can do the job. So you don't necessarily need a compressor.
So they have their earthquake line, and I used them every day as a mechanic for about 5 years and never had a single problem out of it.
Okay.
It is a battery operated 1/2 inch impact
Okay.
and a battery operated 3/8.
Okay.
I'll show you that. And they also have ratchets now. Their battery line is very good and it's super powerful.
And this is Icon or another?
No, Earthquake,
Earthquake,
which is still their brand.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So these are their air impacts. Where are there used to be batteries.
But this is still like very nice. This is the
Oh,
kind of
very-
thing
yeah.
you'd see in like pro shops there.
Very nice.
So they have a battery powered version of this?
Yes. But I don't see it.
Yeah,
You know
these
what?
are
I
all
think
air tools.
it's on that wall over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
We'll
go
go
have a
check
look.
those out
Yeah.
over there.
So when you're in a Harbor Freight, what's your favorite aisle to go into? Is
All
there
of them.
one? All of them, okay.
I literally walk up down every one of them because you know what? I find so many good deals when I'm here.
Yeah, that's it.
I really do. And there's stuff that I
Value for money.
overlook.
Yeah.
And
So when you tell your wife I'm going to Harbor Freight, does she wish you good night and I'll see you tomorrow kind of thing?
she shakes her head at me. So she does. Yeah, there they are right there.
So those are battery powered,
These
but
are
still
battery-
powerful enough.
oh man. Yeah. So
So once again, I'm looking at all this. Which one would you recommend?
where's their earthquake stuff though? See, these are Bauer.
Okay.
And these are decent. I have a couple Bauers. They don't have earthquakes anymore.
Or maybe not in this particular location. Hercules and Bauer. That's all they have.
Yeah, I guess that maybe they don't.
So
sell
when
the
I'm
earthquakes.
looking at this,
It's
if like
been a while.
viewers are asking, in this battery lineup, what am I looking at as a good starting point? Because they seem all different.
Well, Pan, to be honest with you, I only use the earthquakes,
Okay.
so I'm not even sure what to tell you on that.
But like when I read the torque readouts,
Yeah,
and things
so
like
what you
that,
want to look at is you want the highest reverse torque
okay,
to take
because
the
you're
bolt
unscrewing.
off. To
Yeah.
take the bolt off. Because people always they don't look at the reverse torque a lot of times. They just look at the number. A lot of times that number is not reverse torque.
Okay.
But like right there, it says torque breakaway. That means it's got 1,500 foot-pounds.
To
So
break
that's to
loose,
break away.
but not-
So
yeah.
that may be their replacement because you know what? This looks just like my earthquake.
Okay.
It looks identical to what my earthquake looked like.
And this looks like super heavy duty.
Yeah, and when you put the battery on, it's even heavier because the batteries are actually pretty big. But these things, they're beasts.
So you're saying a reverse torque is important because I'm guessing also when you're retightening
Yep.
the lugs, you're supposed to use how do you call it there?
Yeah, torque wrench.
A torque wrench.
And they sell those
To
too.
spec, okay.
But reverse
So-
torque for me on a tool like this is more important than putting it back on.
Of course.
I
Because
want
you're not
this-
supposed to be driving it full force
Right.
back
I
in.
want this thing to be able to take off whatever bolt I want to take off. Axle
Okay.
nut, a crankshaft bolt, whatever. I want it to be able to do it.
Absolutely.
Yep. And then they have these are one of my favorite tools. This is a ratchet, a battery operated ratchet.
Wow.
So imagine your regular ratchet that you
Yes,
normally,
yes,
that's
yeah.
what this is, but battery powered.
And $59, get out of here.
Yeah,
Cordless. Plus
Yep.
you need the battery, obviously, but
exactly.
those are good prices.
Yeah, these are tool only prices here.
So what would be the difference in somebody that asks, why would I be getting the pneumatic version versus a battery powered?
If you don't want to buy a compressor for
Okay.
one, if you're at home,
Okay,
this you can take out anywhere.
absolutely.
You can put it in your car when you go on vacation in case you get a flat. You can't do it with an air. I mean, you could, I guess. Put
Yeah.
an air compressor in the back.
Yeah, it gets more
This is
complicated.
more mobile, I guess is the best way to say it.
But the power is still there. So you're not
Absolutely.
cheaping out or not
No.
being able to do tasks because
No.
you're going, okay, that's
Yep.
good to know.
Yep. And I had the earthquakes, and I think those just replaced them.
Okay,
all
so
those
Hercules.
did, yeah.
Is there anything else of note while we are, man, this place is amazing.
Well, let's see if we can find that palm sander.
Oh yeah.
The Bauer.
Yeah, yeah.
That you just used.
Yes.
Okay, right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, which one was you?
It
That
was.
one right there.
How much is
It's
it?
25.
25.
Not on
Yep.
sale.
Yep. That's the one. And he just removes this part.
Yeah, he just takes the exhaust, the catch off of there.
So let's look at the camera. So guys, this little palm, I can't remove it from the display, but it's a little Bauer palm sander, like 25 bucks. If it hasn't been shown on my channel yet, go ahead and watch. Either it's coming up or it's already on the channel, but I have a video where we're going to show how even with a palm sander, you can do a paint enhancement. Not a full-blown paint correction, but enough with an inexpensive tool to get the job done. So for the price of a polisher, the pad, the palm sander, I mean, the pad and the polish, a few microfiber towels, under 100 bucks, you can start. And you were impressed as well, right?
I couldn't believe
the
what
level
it
that we did for one. This is Ivan LaCroix, my friend from DIY Detail. He told me, Pan, like for people who are scared to get into machine polishing or they don't want to spend 700 bucks, you get this palm sander that sometimes you even have at home, and you can actually do a light paint enhancement, and it works quite well.
And you do have to remember this $25 without a battery.
Yep.
So you'd have
That's
that battery
if you want
in
the
charge.
cordless one, but if you get the corded one, you can get it like for 20 bucks, corded version, and you're good to go. That's pretty good.
And they have a corded version right here for $39.99.
So that's not
a corded
expensive.
version.
And boom, there you go.
Yep.
You put a full blast, you let it rip. They typically have like small orbit, 3 to 5 millimeter.
Yeah.
So it's not large stroke, but it
I
gets you
didn't
into...
believe him.
No,
when
me
he was
neither.
telling
Me
us.
neither. I was skeptical.
Yeah.
And yeah, it did an okay job. Yeah, that was nice. So of course you have your sanding discs if you want to use it as a sander, and we're back.
And we're back to where we
here
started.
at the detailing aisle. So guys, thanks for the tour. First of all,
Absolutely.
Brian from FAB Automotive Detailing. I'll leave his channel linked down below. Go show him some love. He does a lot of cool detailing stuff. You also have your brand of car detailing products, right?
Yes.
So what are they called? Where do you sell them?
On my website, fabdetailsupplies.com. You can find them on there.
And what brands do you also carry? Because it's not only your brand,
Carry
right?
a lot of brands.
A lot of brands.
Yeah, Distinctive Details, Extreme Solutions.
Okay.
Here I'm having a
Phoenix EOD.
Phoenix EOD.
Yes. Some Geon stuff, I think.
A little bit of Geon, not a
okay.
lot, but I sell high-tech tools, which is like your brushes, paints, and stuff like that.
Yep.
Not all that I sell on the website, but I sell most of it on the website.
Okay.
Next Level, which is a newcomer on the website.
Yep.
Is Next Level Car Care.
Yes.
And I think that's about it.
So you got a lot of stuff. So check it out. If you enjoyed this, by the way, smash the thumbs up button. Show me all your support. Also, I'll leave the links to a lot of the stuff in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. If you've been to your local Harbor Freight, let me know what are your favorite pickups, what things maybe you were disappointed about, or things you really think are a great buy that maybe we didn't see or we didn't cover. I always like to have your feedback. So, Ryan, once again, thanks for being on here.
Appreciate you having me.
And in the meantime, guys, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and we'll see you on the next one.